Hi guys, welcome to the Music B&B, and today we're going to be doing an album review of an artist known as Ethan Davies. This album that we're going to be listening to is called Stars Aligning, and it is the third album by Ethan Davies. Bit of background to the album and the artist. The songs were written and composed by Ethan Davies himself. The genre is a light rock and pop. It's quite a commercial rock and pop. The theme of the album is making a better life for yourself, and the highs and lows you experience to make that happen. The opening song, Colours, is about when you first fall in love with someone and feel high in life. Blank Space is about the effects of alcohol abuse and how you want to get rid of the problem. So, without going into any more detail, and any more further ado, and any more waffling, and any more talking, and just droning on and on, we're going to listen to Ethan Davies. We're going to listen to Stars Aligning, starting with the first track, which is called Colours. Let's go. Oh, it is quite commercial rock. That's a bright bass. Bass being a central feature, really. Taking a forward frontal position over the guitar there. Our hearts starting, bring me to life. A new adventure and better days. I promise you I won't run away. Nice vocals. Harmony's good. No longer being a misguided boy. Now I got you. Future is bright. Okay. The stars are lining for us tonight. Like in the upbeat drums. I just love what you got to me. Nice sort of chorus, post-chorus as well. I'm seeing the colors I wanted to see. I cannot hide, awakening what's buried inside. I did like that first verse where the instruments died out and it was just him and the drums, I think. That's really nice. You've always been a ray of sunshine. I hope you'll always. So this is about falling in love with someone, feeling high on life. It does feel quite high on life in its approach. I am reborn. I haven't ever felt this before. Now I got you. Future is bright. Very rock kind of harmonies there. That reminds me of bam 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 now now. I'm seeing the colors I wanted to see. Oh, we got the solos, okay. It's quite a nice melodic solo, not too over the top. Okay. I just love what you've done to me. I'm seeing the colors I wanted to see. I just love what you love to me. Artwork's quite interesting. You get the idea of like stars aligning, obviously, in your life is when things are going right, when everything matches perfectly at the right place in time and everything like that. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, and this next song, what's it called? Your Best Days. Noticeably quieter than the first track in terms of production. Nice and calm. Nice and calm. Bass still kind of prominent. I do like it. I like letting the bass shine through in a rock song. Okay, we got a ballad here. There's waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's so commercial. In a way, it feels a bit too commercial. Maybe this track does feel a bit too commercial.
You second guess every moment. The worst parts of you.
The kind of song you could hear walking around like a supermarket.
Leave all that behind. And you won't be looking.
Is it something that I'd come to? I'd go back to? Maybe not this one.
What you got now is worth the wait. Yeah, sometimes life can turn around. Doesn't matter if it's a little late. And all this time,
Don't know what it is. Perhaps it's too overproduced. With the pitch correcting. Maybe, perhaps it's too perfect sounding. And I know commercial rock is very perfect sounding, but it's lacking that ruggedness, that rock edge. That what makes a rock song unique is the fact that it goes against conventions. It's perhaps too in line with conventions, I'd say. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Perhaps it's too right. Yeah, in a way, the backing track sounds like something I'd buy as a backing track CD. Like, maybe not as bad as karaoke, because that's all MIDI. But it feels like a backing track that like a busker in the street would buy to sing, you know, classics to. Perhaps missing that edge. That song was lovely. It was beautiful, but very standard.
I wanna jump inside your photographs. I wanna reach out and say, I wish I was there with you. The world is your playground, right to explore. Your eyes have seen it all, but you're always wanting more.
Right, compared to this third song, this feels more in-depth, close and personal. And it has that edge, that uniqueness. It's a bit of a strange one so far. We've gone from absolute corker opener, which was Colours, to then a very sort of shopping mall backing track, standard, very commercial song, to this beautiful, beautiful start to this song, Girl Who Travelled the World. I want to hear more. Let's go.
If I'd have your drive, I feel so much more alive. Is there anyone holding your hand? Is there anyone living this life with you? The girl who traveled the world.
It's almost got that country rock kind of vibe now.
There's a way about you I've rarely seen.
Do love that bass.
Your smiling, carefree nature, I wish I could share with you. And if I'd have your drive, I feel so much more in love. Is there anyone holding your hand? Is there anyone living this life?
Yeah, the lyrics and the singing on this, really nice. Quite heartfelt.
girl who traveled the world. And every time I see a smiling face, you live in your best life. Some faraway exotic place, live in your best life. Oh, the girl who traveled the world.
There's a nice vocal hook there, something to remember for the audience, something easy to latch onto. Perhaps something that's been missing from the first two tracks. I can't quite remember a vocal hook myself from the first two tracks that is memorable as a first time listener, whereas Girl Who Traveled the World, easy.
Is there anyone holding your hand? Is there anyone living this life with you?
I'd love to hear this song without the drums, without the bass, just the piano and the singer, maybe the harmonies. This is the kind of song that lends itself to that, and I think it could become that easily. If you're ever going to do acoustic version single, this is one that needs to be on it.
Some faraway exotic place, live in your best life. Whoa, live in your best life.
So you could do it like an acoustic version, like a more falsetto, calmer. It could work well.
And if I'd have your drive, I feel so much more alive.
Wow, nice load of harmonies there. I think the issue is you can tell very, very easily that pitch correction has been used. Now, I'm not talking the rapper T-Pain pitch correction, but the pitch correcting software these days is just so good that it can sound almost pristine and perfect. And it does.
I believe that miracles happen every day. I believe my luck did change when I first heard your name. Oh, you're the one thing I never thought I would find.
We've got an almost the Clash sounding beat going on here. In the underground, the underground. I think it's the Clash. Could be wrong. Also sounds a bit like that song that goes, yesterday, what was it? Yesterday I felt so cold, I felt like I could die. Go on, go on, go walk away.
Yeah, I know this time I'll let you inside. I'll let you give me a better life. Yeah,
This song could lend itself more to having electric guitars in it, actually.
to you. I can see through people's lives when they brag and boast. I can see so many things. I can see way more than most. Oh, and now you are in my world. I can see that we were always meant.
I'm liking the synth atmosphere in the background of this one. Just gently carrying the song along.
I know this time I'll let you inside. I'll let you give me a better life. Yeah, I know this time I'll open my heart. So this time I'll open my heart. Yeah, I know this time I'll let you inside.
nice. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing exciting. I'd say there's nothing standing out that's unique. That makes it stand out from other stuff in this world. I don't know what I can't put my finger quite on what the problem is. I think with this album, perhaps because there's nothing wrong with it, that's what's wrong with it. All music is an art piece and something you can make a comment on about something that stands out, something shocking, something that's bad, and you know, or it's bad to some people and good for others. You know, something that's divisive and splits people into camps. And there's not much so far in this project that's splitting me into any camps. So like, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's very commercial. Colours, The Girl Who Travelled the World, great. I'm liking this acoustic number. Kind of hoping it stays acoustic like this, because this is nice. So many times will I seek out some comfort, taking things a little too fast and a little bit too far. Distraction is the way, the hero that saves me. Well, maybe it can ease the pain. Maybe, I'm not too sure, so correct me if I'm wrong, but the drums I don't think are real drums, which lends itself to feel like a backing track, like a MIDI-ish backing track. This is a very cutesy song, that sort of synth in the background. Yeah, I like that. It makes it feel very cute, considering the lyrics. The tone of the lyrics is very different to the feeling I'm getting from that synth. Kind of liking the contrast between it. At the moment, it feels like every other song is showing me something nice. Memories of where I've been, but not what was said. Maybe I don't wanna know. There's enough going on in my head. Lovely harmonies there. I don't wanna lose time. I don't wanna lose face. Tell me what I did that night. What was in the blank space? And I don't wanna lose my mind. Fall into a bad place. So this is the track that is about alcoholism, how to get rid of the problem. I don't wanna lose face. Just tell me what I did that night. What was in the blank space? The lyrics were great. I mean, I don't want to lose time. I don't want to lose space. Tell me what happened that night, living in a blank space, something like that. Lyrically, very good there. So far away, down on the wide of our sheets. This is Moonlight. I hold her within my arms. She can feel my tracks that stood out so far: Colours, The Girl Who Travelled the World, and Blank Space. Remember all my regrets when I look into those eyes. A joyful feeling surrounds me now. Every moment a natural high. In the moonlight, Nice chorus. Quite nice melody to get behind. As a listener, I could imagine singing along with that chorus.
A soft whisper awakens me. I feel
Quite similar verse 1 and 2 in terms of the instruments. Always try to vary verse 1 and 2. It just makes it more interesting to the ears. Definitely. I mean, this is like your lighters kind of song, isn't it? This is sorry, autofocus, but lighters. This is that kind of song. This is your arena song. I think it's missing sort of louder power chords. Just in that build up there, I was expecting like a palm muted like dun 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 dun. It's just missing that. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. It needs to feel a bit more aggressive in this solo. I was kind of expecting perhaps a key change. But I did like the pause before the final chorus. Oh, itchy ear. Oh, there you go. Okay, that was Moonlight. It's alright. Definitely a crowd pleaser. I think if I had the energy of a crowd and the band around me, that would definitely feel exciting. This one is called Close the Doors. According to Apple Music, which I'm listening on, this is a favourite. It has a star next to it. Also the longest number at 4 minutes 13 seconds.
Got to spend the day with you again. We had such a great time, but I see things have changed. So now we walk away once again. This time I know it is for good. Remembering the days we got to share. We had something beautiful, but it's no longer there. So now we walk away once again. This time it
realized I've just been a bit quiet, but yeah, when someone starts that quietly and emotionally, you can feel it. And this is emotional, calm and quiet. It sounds really nice. Yeah, it just seems heartfelt.
Goodbye, but you gotta close the doors. It's the only way you can ever move on. You're never gonna change the past. You gotta leave that behind. It's better than living with it on your mind. I didn't want today,
I can see why this is one of the favorites, because
Now we walk away
the emotion in the voice is
once again.
clear.
This time I know it is for good.
You can hear the warbling in the voice. This is the
You meant it
Ethan Davis I haven't heard yet.
going back for us.
Ethan Davis that has the emotion, and it's not just clearly like super auto-tuned. It's
Once
you
again,
can hear
this time
the faults in the voice. Humanizes it.
I've been drowning in uncertainty.
Yeah. Maybe the human element was missing from those overly produced songs. Perhaps.
But now it's time to wake up from the dream. It's time to let it go. You gotta close the door. It's the only way you can ever move on. You're never gonna change the past. You gotta leave that behind. It's better than living with it on your mind. Gotta close the doors. Just wake up and see what you had is over.
Beautiful. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm just listening. It's beautiful.
In your eyes,
Yeah.
then you will finally realize that you gotta close the door. There's a time to walk away,
It's so nice.
time to walk away.
It's nice because I can feel it. The meaning behind the lyrics. I don't have to understand what the lyrics are about because it's been sung with such emotion.
It feels good to finally let it go.
I was a bit worried seeing it was 4 minutes and 13 seconds, but no, didn't need to be worried. And I'm not someone that hates long songs. No. But I have a lot of experience of listening to music, and long songs can tend to drag, can get boring, but not in this case. Okay, this seems fun.
Some days feel like just might be going crazy. Some days feel like carrying the world. Then you're reminding me the worst days are behind me.
Closed Doors is my favourites, and then I'd have to say Blank Space second, Colours third, Girl Who Travelled the World maybe fourth.
You've given me so much doubt. You've given me hope when I lost mine.
I'm liking this one.
When I've thrown in my
Catchy. Can tell Ethan's having fun singing the lyrics on this one as well.
get up, what's done is done. Start a new life. Some days I feel
Nice little guitar melody there.
some days I feel like
Just kind of wish we could hear that distorted guitar throughout.
you always be beside me.
You know, hearing it in the verses, palm muted, perhaps then some nice big ringing electric guitar chords in the choruses. Flown.
Lessons I have learned might save my soul. You've given me so much time. You've given me hope when I lost mine. And just when I've thrown in my hand, you said what I needed to hear. Get up, what's done is done. Start a new life. Get up, what's done is done. Start a new life. Every day a little brighter. I'm feeling a spring in my step now. And I will not throw in my hand. Ever
vocally, I mean, Ethan's got it. I can tell he's got it. Just need to maybe just bring down the autotune slightly, just to let his human side come through. I can hear it on this track. Lessons I've learned. It's great. You can tell this thing's been having fun. You can tell this is right for his voice. It works well. Okay. Lessons I've learned. Love it. Really like that one. Some claps at the end here with a word. Sorry about the autofocus. I get a rectangle on my face whenever I put my hands in front of it. Your life is worth living. Oh, well, thanks.
We are forever hearing people.
This is our penultimate track today.
To change, but it's too hard. We come and go in the blink of an eye. So don't be the fool who doesn't try. There is a moment when you have to choose. Is what you're doing really good for you? Your life is worth living, but only for a different you.
Kind of hoping this will stay this acoustic. I kind of don't want the drums to come in. It's always nice to have a break from the drums for a song or two songs. Ah! Again, a few of these songs have worked so nicely as just quiet acoustic numbers. Nice sort of respite between the rock. I like what the hi-hat's doing there.
I am forever hearing you tell me you've given up. It's all too hard. We only get a short time on earth. So try your
Liking those background octave up vocals there.
There is a moment when you have to choose. Is what you're doing really good for you? Is what you're doing really good for you? Your life is worth living, but only for
Bass working hard on this chorus.
your life is worth living. Yeah.
Bass travelling all up and down the neck.
A different you.
Wow, bass is just everywhere on this one. It's like they hired Flea to play this track or something.
Your life is worth living, yeah, but only for a different
Nice solo, nice solo. I'm kind of glad that not every song followed this structure of verse, chorus, solo, middle eight, chorus. But this is one of those standard commercial rock ones, I think. Again, it's an okay song. What it brings to the table at this point in the album, don't know. Ooh, that ending I felt could have been a do 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 clap, something like that.
in another world.
Down in Flames, our last song.
To people even know you're there. I feel like I belong when I go.
Nice minor key, minor change.
Do people even know or care? It's not as easy as some may believe to wear your heart on your sleeve. But if I go down in flames, at least I gave it all.
Is this the acoustic number I wanted?
Stars, smashing down the walls, I can see the finish line. Maybe that's where I'll fall.
Nice, nice.
If I go down in flames, if I go down in flames, at least I gave it all.
Perhaps what was missing was some finger picking. A lot of these songs were just chords, acoustic guitar chords, which we have heard for well over 60, 70 years now. We know the sound of an acoustic guitar playing its chords. The G, the D, the A, the E minor, the C, we've heard the A minor, we've heard them all. Finger picking just adds that variety.
Still, it's not as easy.
I do like that back in there. Was that violin?
To wear your heart on your sleeve. But if I go down in flames, at least I gave it all. I've been shooting for the stars and smashing down the walls. I can see the finish line, and maybe that's where I'll fall. But if I go down in flames, if I go down in flames, at least I gave it all.
Nice,
Well,
nice.
if I go
It's really
down
nice.
in flames,
It's a nice way to end it.
in flames, for you I gave it all.
Nice sentimental message there.
For you I gave it all. For you I gave it all.
That is a really nice way to end the album. I did like the acoustic number at the end. Okay, that's my time to review it. So let's start with the flow. For the flow of the album, I think I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. There were some absolutely lovely numbers on this album. Colours, The Girl Who Travelled the World, Blank Space, Close the Doors, Lessons I've Learned, Down in Flames were all lovely. It felt like a bit of a half and half kind of scenario where half the tracks seemed to be really nice and heartfelt or upbeat and joyful, and then I did feel like there was maybe a bit of filler, but very commercial filler that didn't bring much different, or was nothing that stood out to me on some of those other tracks there. So 6 out of 10 for the flow. The lyrics were very strong. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. I think the lyrics were really, really good, and they especially shone when you could tell that Ethan Davis was feeling emotional, especially in Close the Doors. You could hear that emotion. So the lyrics, the writing, the lyrics was really great, really, really strong. The artwork, I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I did like the artwork. I like the strip that goes along the top there to do with the stars imagery. Not too sure about what the hands have to do with it, but then again, it is an album based around, being opening up to other people, having a better life for yourself, and that does include being with someone else. So yeah, I can see why that is there. Production, I struggled with this one because the production was pristine. It was really, really pristine, but I think that's where the problem was. So for me, production, I'm going to give it about 7 out of 10 because nothing was wrong with the production. Nothing was glaringly obvious in terms of like the frequencies, everything. It was well mixed together. But it was too perfect. And, you know, the term overproduced can be used when talking about things that are produced to the high heavens. Unfortunately, I think in rock music, there has to be some element of not being overproduced and not being too clean. When we are too clean, we end up in that sort of uncanny valley of, you know, is this human, is this not? Now, loads of music these days is not human, but as a listener, you can tell and accept when something really doesn't sound human on purpose. You accept that and you listen to it. And when something sounds almost human, but almost quite not, there's something wrong. That uncanny valley is definitely there, and I did feel that at times. So yeah, production was that. And then singing, I'm going to give her a 10 out of 10. I think Ethan Davis is an amazing singer, really, really good. 10 out of 10. The only thing I'd say is don't hide behind that pitch correction so much, because that voice is beautiful and it needs to sound more human. So I think if any advice I could maybe give Ethan Davis and his projects going forward is to sound a little bit rougher, a bit more rough and ready, to make that connection with an audience by sounding that bit more human. Now, this is just one of Ethan Davis' projects, and I haven't heard any of the others, and perhaps there are past records that do sound a bit more rough and ready, and as a listener I feel I could make more of a connection with that. But singer-songwriters have to have that sort of edge, that rough readiness, that almost really human element, because with singer-songwriters you have to connect with an audience because it's just you, and you have to make that connection just as you. So if I had to give an overall score for this album, I'm thinking somewhere between a 6 and a 7. I think there are some amazing elements on this project, but some elements that just take me out of the experience. So yeah, let's go with a 6.5 out of 10. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. If you disagree with anything I said, let me know in the comments as well. As long as we're having a discussion about music and we are promoting independent artists or getting music out there for others. Because in a world where everyone wants to be heard but no one is doing the listening, be the one that does the listening. Goodbye, I guess.
Oh my word.